Well, freed from a life sentence 3 years ago, Myon Burrell is once again in police custody tonight. The 37-year-old was allegedly in possession of drugs and a loaded gun when he was pulled over on suspicion of DWI this morning.
His arrest coming nearly 2 decades after he was convicted of killing 11-year-old Taisha Edwards. Fox 9's Courtney Godfrey has been digging into this all day. And Courtney, as I understand it, if Burrell is charged, this case could be a conflict of interest for the current Hennepin County attorney.
Yeah, Randy, and that's why the Hennepin County Attorney's Office is telling us tonight that Mary Moriarty will not be involved in this case. Moriarty lobbied hard for Burrell's release 3 years ago, and he even hired him on her campaign staff when she was running for office. Tonight, it's unclear who will be reviewing the case, as Burrell could face more jail time. Booked into the Hennepin County Jail, 37-year-old Myon Burrell is once again behind bars. Nearly 3 years after Governor Tim Walz and the Minnesota Board of Pardons voted to release him from a life sentence. Robbinsdale police say they stopped Burrell's SUV just before 11 a.m. on Lake Drive Tuesday for erratic driving. Drugs and a loaded handgun were discovered in the vehicle. A search warrant detailing how the officer observed smoke pour out of the window when he made contact with the driver, and that the driver attempted to walk away and then fought with officers when asked to submit to a field sobriety test. Burrell was twice convicted for the murder of 11-year-old Taisha Edwards, who was killed by a stray bullet in her Minneapolis home. He has always declared his innocence in the case, and since his release has become an advocate for those he believes have been wrongly convicted.
As a human being, how can somebody feel okay with watching somebody spend the rest of their natural life in prison for a crime that they didn't commit?
Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty, who lobbied for Burrell's 2020 release and hired him as a campaign staffer, told Fox 9 she will not have any involvement in this latest case, as she has permanently recused herself from any issues involving him. Now, Burrell was booked today on illegal weapon possession charges. Outside of this, he's been fighting to have his murder conviction overturned so that he can drop that felon label, a case that's being reviewed by the Attorney General's Conviction Review Unit. A spokesperson with the AG's office telling us that today's arrest will have no impact on that process. In the newsroom, Courtney Godfrey, Fox 9.